Hey, 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 how we doing? Everybody doing okay? See, make sure you can hear me all right. Hey, there's Lee, First Floor Audio. Tales Told in the Dark. Cassie's here. Sasha Bell. Sasha Bell, my new book series is Mysteries in the Dark. I didn't name it that, though. My publisher wanted to name it that. Wasn't trying to step on any toes. Hey, Callie Snyder, how you doing? Ted Branson, Radio Vault, how you doing? AJK. I'm going on 13 past midnight and ATM and Facebook and Twitter. So don't know where you're seeing me at, but I can tell. Nicole's here, but she's just a man in the chat for me tonight. She's on the couch over here. Say hi, Nicole.
Hello.
There she is. Hey, Travis Willier Mustus from Facebook. How you doing? Who else did I not say hi to? Sasha Bell, Nor Harris. Back up a little bit here. Mark Longoria. Nostalgic. Bubbles Butterfly, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a long time. Hope things are good there in Texas. Gray Wolf, Paranormal, Lindsay, how you doing? All the way from Canada. Catheta Cat Gray's here. Just thought I'd do a little live, just pop in, see how everybody's doing. Tell you about this new book series. I've got they've been popping the link there. The mods have Sasha Bell and Catheta have been putting them in there. Sorry, these are different glasses, and I'm not used to the glare. Burn Dog, how you doing? Good to see everybody here tonight. On kind of late on a Friday, late on the East Coast here. I'm not really late, 9:30, but coming to you live from New England. Thanks, Lee. The Stocktons love you. Nicole will be with me tomorrow night on Lee's show, First Floor Audio, doing the live singer performance. Hey, Greg Watts, hello from New England, back to Georgia there. See people saying hi. Oh, there she is. Hey, Pam Smith, how you doing? Good to see you. For those of you that haven't seen me in a while, Nicole and I, Midnight Society, we got married on the 13th of July. Love the 13s. That's always been a lucky number for me. So just it worked out well. So you know what me and a pie have in common? Meringue. Hey, Danny, Fast Timmy, how you doing? Rose Moments, hola. Como está? Big Cat Sightings UK. I'm actually England, not New England. Across the pond. You know, we were looking at that. We're going to go visit Lee and his wife and son Bailey someday soon. From Boston Logan, which is not too far from where we are here in New England. We can be in London Heathrow in about a little over 5 hours. Donna Gardner, how you doing? Sam's pretty paranormal. Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Good to see you. Timmy the Tool Man. Nah, I've had it cut for a while. I just did a little something different with it tonight. Put some hairspray in it. Now, I have no idea where you guys are seeing me at because I'm on 13 past midnight and ATM. So, but good to see y'all here. We'll be cranking 13 back up soon. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate that. Who else? He said hi to you, Missouri. Catheta Cat Gray. My distant cousins back in Tennessee. My hair's doing something weird there in the back. I think Lyle Lovett and David Lynch broke in here overnight and styled my hair for me. Sarah Silva, good to see you. Ted Branson, I don't remember if I said hi to Ted or not. Anyway, I want to tell you about this new book series the publishers got cooked up. They got 8 books here. It's called Mysteries in the Dark. And again, Cassie, I didn't mean to step on any toes or anything there, but that's what the publisher wanted to call it. And they wanted to go for just a simple cover like you see there. Volume 2, this one's available. Mysteries in the Dark #1's available. Volume 2, I believe, is available. If not, it's in pre-sale. And Volume 3 is getting ready to go up there. Some of the mods have been putting the link in. Hey, Sarah Claire. Good to see you. Thank you for the funny stuff you always send me on Facebook. I appreciate that. But yeah, that's the artwork for it. And they wanted to create a new channel just for this book series. There's going to be at least 8 books in the series. Hopefully y'all can hear me okay. I'm not wearing headphones because I don't need to hear myself since I'm the only one here. There's going to be at least 8 books. And these are like true encounters that people have had. And it's not short, I saw something weird in the woods. These are long chapters of encounters with a lot of detail. Let me see if I think I've got it up here where I can share it just to give you a look at it. I'll read a little excerpt from one. But it's going to be a good series. I'm excited about it. And the fact that they want to do a YouTube channel just for the book series, that blows me away. I've never had a publisher that wanted to get that involved. So, Cassie, you and I'll have to team up. Mystery Tales Told in the Dark or something like that. We'll do some sort of collaboration. Find it here. Share the screen out here. Sorry, this is just a little impromptu thing. This is some of the stories from Volume 1 here. I don't know if you can see those or not. I can't see them. Encounter from the Deep, a werewolf, dogman encounter, shadow beings, the poltergeist, shadow creatures, unknown humanoid, winged humanoid, demons, swamp thing, shadow entities, hellhound, and forest demon. Each book's going to have 13 chapters. Alex said some of these stories are lengthy, like Encounter from the Deep. That's almost 11 pages. They're about 10 pages each. Looks like they're almost exactly 10 pages each. I'm sure that when they were put the book together, they laid it out that way. But there's some really good stories in here. And again, it's all true encounters, stuff that actually happened to people. Orphan Annie, Highview, East Tennessee, all the way from Sevierville. Things are hopping there at Dollywood. I'm sure getting ready to head into fall. It's already feeling a little fall in the air here in New England. Nicole got me a nice new hoodie. I love it. That Christmas, it's what do we figure, 45 days until fall, something like that. What was it, 49 days until fall? That's if you go by September 22nd, but to me, fall starts after August is finished. So we've got 28, 27 days. But it's already, it's been rainy here in New England and starting to get then. We were out driving around today and we saw there was a tree already starting to change. And we're just at the beginning of August here. So excited, looking forward to fall here in New England. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but we got all kinds of fall stuff in the background there. That Death's Head Moth, his name escapes me. Terry Brown, Downtown Terry Brown sent us that. We have a wedding registry on Amazon. Chris Jarvis, I fled New Mexico. I'm in New England now. When we got married, I moved here. Lone Wolf, how you doing? Yeah, you can get the book online. If Sasha Bell, if you or Kathina or somebody would drop a link to Facebook. I don't mean Facebook, Amazon. They're available on Amazon. Different publisher. This is another publisher. I'm still with the old publisher, but I've got a new publisher too. I've actually got 3 publishers now. But yeah, I can't wait. I've done following the Smokies before, and from what I see and understand, it's even better here in New England. So I can't wait. So far, I've been to 3 of the 6 states. I've been to Massachusetts. I've been to Rhode Island. I've been to Connecticut. It's gorgeous up here. Still get to go to Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Really looking forward to Maine. But I love it all. Love it all. And you see a lot of this up here. Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. You just run across one occasionally, but Dunkin' Donuts is the order of the day here. They have some really good coffee. I love Dunkin'. Yeah, Spirit Halloween open already. I saw where they have one of their flagship stores open. Grandin Road Halloween is another. They're online. And we're going to have some stuff at our Etsy shop. We're putting together some stuff. Nicole and I are making some Halloween wreaths. And I'm painting again. After a several-year absence, I've started painting again. Hey, Jacqueline Mansfield, how you doing? Now, I'm not a classically trained painter. One of my degrees is in art history, but I'm an outsider, self-taught painter, art brute, naive art, that sort of thing. I've sold every painting that I've ever made. Otherwise, I'd have some to show you pictures of. But I'm going to have some Steve Stockton prints coming up and some originals. If you like art, you want to put Steve Stockton original on your wall, check out the Etsy store. Sasha Bell put a link up there, but there's nothing up there right now. Hey, Rick, how you doing? And who else? Sam Hardeen, good to see you. But yeah, the AJK Radio Vault. I love the self-taught stuff. When I lived in the South back in this is the late 70s, early 80s, I used to go visit Reverend Howard Finster. He lived down in Georgia, and he ended up doing covers for Talking Heads and people like that. His art had a definitely religious bent, as a lot of self-taught artists do. Who else? Mose Tolliver. I can't think of some of my favorite outsiders. Jean-Michel Basquiat was another one. But I've got some stuff planned. The biggest series I ever did was I had a self-described hillbilly bar from Baltimore. They commissioned 12 portraits of their words, dead hillbilly singers, and that was back in the 90s. And I did 12 pieces for them, and that was the biggest commission I ever had. But I've done some other stuff, done a lot of mixed media type stuff. And again, it's just, I'm not trained, but I do what I like, what I think looks good. Arts and crafts community, yeah, they're in the Smokies. But again, those are good people. I mean, I'm not like Bob Ross or anybody like that. I'm not anywhere near that. It's very, very crude, very naive, very, it's from the heart. If you're not familiar with outsider art, Google that term and that'll give you an idea of what I do. Hey, Joanne Yoda Girl, she's saying hi to Nicole, who's sitting over here. Nicole will be with me on camera tomorrow night over at Lee's First Floor Audio for a live singer performance. Good to see everybody. I thought I'd talk about. Let me find. Let me give you a little taste of one of these books here. Let me put something on screen to kind of set the mood, and I'll give you a little. Hey, Go Navy, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a hot minute. Betty Dambo, good to see you. Now I can't tell whether you're watching me on 13 past midnight. Hey, Lulabelle, or ATM, because I'm broadcasting to both, as well as Facebook and Twitter. So good to see everybody wherever you're watching. I appreciate it. Let me go ahead and set the mood here, and I'll read you an excerpt from one of the stories out of this, the first book of this new series. Let's see. Did you like those clouds I had on at the beginning? Or I think they're TV noises. Let's see what I've got here. Let's put those up here. There we go. That's looped. So hopefully y'all can still hear me. That didn't mute me, did I'm used to broadcasting in another software. This I'm doing it in StreamYard, so let me know if you can hear me okay. 62 people watching right now. Let me right here. I just had it open. Give me a moment. So these are all about the same. So let me just go ahead and read you my introduction to this, and then I'll do at least part of one of the stories. Like I said, they're kind of long. They're about 10 pages each, thereabouts. Excuse me. Let me get a drink of coffee here, and oh, it's good stuff. Thank you, Dunkin' Donuts. Welcome, friends. In the chilling pages of Mysteries in the Dark, I delve into a spine-tingling collection of true stories, each more terrifying than the last. Drawing from first-hand accounts provided by witnesses themselves, this gripping anthology unearths encounters with creatures and entities that lurk within the shadows of the unknown. Prepare to be captivated as I lead you on a journey into the heart of darkness, where the line between reality and the supernatural blurs. From deep within remote forests to dimly lit city streets, this book reveals the harrowing experiences of those who have crossed paths with the most enigmatic and fearsome beings to walk the earth. Step into the realms of mystery and dread as witnesses recount their bone-chilling encounters with the elusive and towering figures known as Bigfoot and Sasquatch, whose existence has puzzled and intrigued humanity for generations. Discover the heart-pounding tales of those who have come face to face with the eerie and unsettling black-eyed children, leaving their souls forever marked by the haunting experience. But it doesn't end there. Mysteries in the Dark dares to explore even darker territories, delving into the realms of demons, malevolent spirits, even skinwalkers, entities that are the stuff of nightmares and whose existence challenges our understanding of the natural world. With each story more unsettling than the last, these encounters are not merely fleeting glimpses of the unknown, but are experiences that have left deep imprints on the witnesses' minds, forever altering their perception of reality. Mysteries in the Dark is not for the faint of heart, for within its pages lie a treasure trove of spine-chilling narratives that will haunt readers long after the last page is turned. Whether you're a skeptic or a firm believer in the supernatural, this gripping anthology will leave you questioning the boundaries of what lies beyond the veil of darkness and the terrifying creatures that call it home. Are you ready to confront the inexplicable and journey into the world of the unexplained? Dare to tread into the shadows, for the mysteries that await are beyond imagination. Now, that's just the intro. Let me pick one of these stories here. I'll just pick one at random. I'll go with the first one. It's called Encounters from the Deep. And again, I don't have the names on here. These were submitted not anonymously per se, but people that didn't want to share their names or where they live necessarily, other than what they've included in the story. Okay, the first one, Encounter from the Deep. I had my terrifying encounter when I was out doing the most mundane of things. I was looking for my daughter's lost cat. Really, the cat was a family pet, but she was a house cat, and she somehow got let out that day. My daughter was 11 years old and devastated. And my wife and I were worried that something would happen to her out there because we lived in a home that was surrounded by some very dense woods with some very scary and large predatory animals. My wife and I recognized the urgency to get the cat back home as soon as quickly as possible. So that night after dinner, I grabbed a flashlight and headed out into the yard to look for her. I knew that she had to have been in the woods somewhere, but just in case my wife and daughter drove into town to hang some flyers they had made. I was praying I found the cat alive and well before it was too late, but I wasn't sure what the odds were of that happening. I called out for the cat, but didn't see her anywhere and decided to go into the woods and look around too. I shined the flashlight all around, but she didn't seem to be anywhere in sight. I wasn't about to give up, and I thought I would stay out there all night if necessary, so my daughter didn't have to go through the trauma of losing her beloved pet that had been with the family since before she was even born. I was concerned about the fact that there was also some underground tunnels in the woods behind my house, and though I'd never had the nerve to go in them, I knew a cat wouldn't be as smart as I had been. I was scared to go down in them, but it got to where I knew I had to at least check. No one was supposed to go anywhere near the tunnels, and there were signs posted literally everywhere that no one is allowed to enter. There was metal grating, like a prison cell or something, at the edge of the tunnel, so that no human beings could enter, but someone else had already cut through it, so it was easy for me to get inside. I'm a slim man and only 5 feet 8, so the tunnel was large enough that I could stand up easily and walk normally. I'd worn work boots, which was good because the floor was a little damp and there was some water. The whole place smelled so incredibly foul and horrible that it took everything I had not to vomit or turn around and leave within seconds of getting inside of there. I saw dead rats all along the walls in the place, and I thought that was bizarre. I only saw them from a distance and only through the beam of my small flashlight, but they somehow didn't look natural to me. The way they were all piled on top of one another. And I had a bad feeling from the moment I'd gotten all the way down into the depths of this thing. I also didn't hear or see any live rats anywhere, and though I was relieved, it stood to reason by all the dead ones there should be some live ones there too, right? That's what I thought at the time anyway. It was eerily quiet down there, but I called out to the cat anyway. My voice loudly echoed all throughout the tunnel, and I was startled by it the first time it echoed back to me. It made me jump. I'd been walking through the tunnel for a good 15 minutes, but it looked like something had run or crawled across the ground in front of me. I saw it as quick as a flash, but I knew it was there because it interrupted the beam of my light. Plus, I heard something up ahead of me scuttling through the water on the ground. I jumped back and almost dropped the flashlight. I called out, asking who was there, but I didn't receive a response. I decided that if I didn't find the cat in the next 10 minutes, I was going to turn around and just leave. I often wish I'd just left right then, or that I'd never entered that tunnel to begin with. The thing that ran in front of me on the ground or crawled, I still wasn't sure which it had done, had been about 10 feet in front of me. Once I reached the spot, I shined the flashlight all around and even behind me, but didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything except the sound of my own breathing and heartbeat, and that's also when I noticed there was nowhere for anything to have gone. The tunnel was just that, a tunnel, and the only way for anyone or anything to go at that point was back the way I'd come, or forward the way I was heading then. I didn't know what to think, but I tried to put it out of my head completely. And there you go. That's just a little excerpt there of the first chapter. That I don't even think that's half of the first chapter, but these are some frightening stories. If you love firsthand encounters of things that people have encountered out there in the real world, you will love these stories. And Mysteries in the Dark, Volume 1. And again, there's 13 stories in each book. 2 books, or I think the second book is already dropped. The publisher wants to do 1 a week for the next 8 weeks. So taking us right into spooky season. Who else is dropped in here? Griffin is here. Froze Moments. Yeah, that was just part of the story. I didn't get too far into it. But if you like that kind of story, you'll love these books, this series of books. And there's going to be a video channel or a YouTube channel called Mysteries in the Dark, which is just me narrating the stories from these books. So go and check them out. Let's see. Let me close this out here. Hey, JK says he exotic dances for extra money. I used to do that too. They would pay me so much to stop. Just kidding, of course. Anybody else? I don't see anybody else that's dropped in, but good to see everybody. Yeah, just and there will be an audio version available for you that are interested about it. Of course, you can listen to it on the YouTube channel. Uh, that's forthcoming. Won't cost you a thing over there, but it will be available on audio. Radio Vault. I'd like to check that out. For said he made a video about the Appalachian Trail. Go give Radio Vault a check. He's doing some really good videos over there. Hey, Andrew and Gnome's Trucking Express. How you doing? Good to see you, buddy. And also, the music that you heard at the beginning of this broadcast is from First Floor Audio. Lee G, my good friend over there, my brother from another mother. If one of you mods would drop Lee's link for First Floor Audio, I want everybody to go over there and subscribe, please. And be over there. Nicole and I will both be on camera over there tomorrow night, cheering Lee on as he does cover versions of some of your favorite tunes from years gone by, and as well as some originals like Kathita Cat Gray's got a song about her. Love Online was the original title, but it's just Kathita Cat Gray, I think is what he's called it now. Bravehorn, how you doing, buddy? He lives up on Mount Shasta. I met him in person when I was up there about a year ago. I gave him some swag from that other channel that I used to be with. This is for those of you watching on Among the Missing. This is my new and improved channel. Got a lot more custom content, brand new stuff coming over here. Nicole writes the scripts. I do the narration. Lee does the music, and it's just we've got just a winning combination there. It's all original stuff you won't hear or see anywhere else. Been doing some really amazing artwork over there. Well, thank you, Bubbles. And it is. I'm so happily married. I never thought I'd be married again. I thought I would just die alone, but Nicole changed all that. Yeah, don't mean to dox you there, Cassie, but she lives close to Shasta. In fact, you can probably see Shasta from where you live, Cassie. We passed right by your town last time I was up there, a little over a year ago, year in March. I'd gone to San Francisco to speak at a UFO convention with Dave Scott. Dave was my opening act Friday night. And that was actually Nicole's birthday. Sassy Sally, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm the happiest I've ever been in my adult life. Seriously, no joke. Nicole is the piece of my puzzle that's always been missing, and we're that way for each other. So, Midnight Society, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, there's a hate never holler there in the Blue Ridge Rose Moments. Yeah, that is right down the road from Weed, California. Aptly named, from what I hear. And there was a picture of that I took of I think they were hauling hay or alfalfa something in these big old bales, and it was driving past the sign that says "Welcome to Weed," and I posted that. I think it's on Twitter somewhere. And I said, "Look, this is what happens in Weed, California." But it wasn't really that kind of weed. It was stuff that they grow there. But Northern California, I like it there, but I like it here in the Northeast better. Love New England. This is one of the few places I've never got to explore much, so really getting into it. And like I said, we took about a 2-week honeymoon and traveled some. Yeah, I'm looking forward to even more with the holidays, fall, and then thinking of everybody goes to Salem, Massachusetts for Halloween. Well, we're going to do something different. It's not New England per se, but I think we're going to go to Tarrytown, New York. Sleepy Hollow, and celebrate my birthday there. And then we'll go back to Salem another time. At Bohemian Grove, I made a video about that. That's a strange place. Technicolor Rose, how you doing? My condolences on the loss of your brother there, Rose. But Sarah Claire, indeed, love is awesome. And I've had several people say, love looks good on you, Steve. Looks good on the both of us. So we're said she's off camera tonight. She's not like I am. There's a time when I said, I will never show my face on YouTube. Now you can't get me off here. But she did decorate the set in the background there. See that we got a lava lamp, got some candles, got some stuff over there on the air conditioner. Got that wonderful tapestry that Terry Brown gave us as a wedding gift. We've got one over here on the wall that you can't see. That was a gift from Midwest Night Watchers and Chiro Sounds. And they've sent us another one that's in the room over here. And Andrew Gnome says he's been next to water in New Bedford, Mass. Haven't been up there yet. Well, thank you, Technicolor Lo-Fi Rose. I think I got your name wrong earlier. But good to see everybody here. I ran just a little over 30 minutes. Just wanted to touch base with you. Yeah, and she is a crafty girl, Bubbles. And like I said, we've got some stuff we're going to have on our Etsy store that we've done together. And I'm going to have some paintings over there and some prints. So best lobster roll at Ice Cream, Kittle Cove in Cape Elizabeth. Okay, thank you, Jacqueline. We'll check that out. Definitely, for sure. I believe it or not, I haven't had a lobster roll yet. That's on my short bucket list. I want a lobster roll. So it's still a little too touristy, but once school starts back and everything, we're going to head over to Cape Cod, Martha's Vineyard, that area, and check that out. The Etsy shop. One of you mods can drop a link to it. I was selling signed copies of my books. It's 13 Past Midnight Society is the name of the Etsy store. There's not anything up over there right now. I sold out of my side books, and I've got, there you go, Sasha Bell dropped the link. Fastest mod in the West there. She's the reincarnation of one of those old gunfighters, I'm pretty sure. I mentioned something. She's got the link right there. Lots of good tips there for Maine. Jacqueline, appreciate that. South 7 Customs, thank you. I paint, but I'm an outsider type artist. Art brute, naive art. Don't expect old masters type stuff. If you're familiar with Jean-Michel Basquiat or Reverend Howard Finster, things like that. That's the type of stuff I do. So look forward to that. I haven't painted in since before the turn of the millennium. The last time I painted was in the late 90s. So, but I've sold every canvas I ever made, and I also I did commissions there for a while. Did a series of 12, as they termed it, dead hillbilly singers for a self-described shit kicker bar in Baltimore. That was my biggest commission, 12 canvases, or 12. They wanted it on boards, like barn boards. Ended up doing them on plywood, but they had sadly, I don't have pictures of any of that. I lost it in a hard drive crash, but they all had a certain look, had the picture of the singer and then titles of some of their songs around the margin, black background with a red painted frame on it. But don't know what I'm going to do yet. Since I've decided I'm going to paint again and got some supplies, I've been dreaming about canvases, and I've in my dreams I've seen what I'm painting, but I haven't started there yet. I haven't got started yet. But those will be in the Etsy store along with some other crafts we're doing stuff. So that was just out of that one series, Rose. I probably painted, I don't know, 30 or 40 things altogether. Did a lot of mixed media stuff too. A lot of found objects, ephemera, and love the Mod Podge. But got some stuff coming up in the Etsy shop. I'll have a formal announcement soon. Watch this space. I'll put some of them up on here. I'll put an announcement in the on the community tab of Among the Missing and 13 Past Midnight. Hey, brave one, still smoking the American Spirit. I gave up cigarettes before I got married. I still do the nicotine. I got this little vape unit here. I don't know if you can see the flavor or not there. Can't really see it. It's Frankenberry cereal. Tastes like Frankenberry cereal with a little bit of milk, and it's got nicotine in it. Oh, is that link not working? Let's take a look here. Etsy store. Now, I know there's nothing listed over there, but it should still take you to. Let me check it here. It won't let me click the link from here in StreamYard to Nicole, did you test that Etsy link? Excuse me. A second here. 13 past midnight. Oh, I'm on ATM. Let's see. Hey, let's go, Brandon. How you doing? Sorry if I missed anybody here. Okay, yeah, that's like. That's not it. Let me. Yeah, because the one Cathedra posted didn't work. See if anybody else has got one here. Let's see if you go to the link tree that was just posted there, and then there's a link in there that says signed books here. That's it's Steve Stockton books. And like I said, there's not anything in there right now. Also been selling some of my out of my personal collection, occult, horror, gothic, paranormal, and supernatural books. And again, I don't have anything in there right now, but watch that space. Should be more stuff coming up. Player sucks, thank you. Yeah, I'd quit for 2 years once before by using a vape. There you go. I just put the link in for the Etsy store. Like I said, there's nothing up over there right now, but if you you can follow the shop like right below. I need to change I'm not in Farmington, New Mexico anymore. I'm in New England now. But that's mine and Nicole's shop, 13 Past Midnight and Midnight Society, little co-joining of our names there before we even got married. We started that shop, but go and check that out. And if you follow the shop, I think it alerts you when I put things up over there. Or if you want to follow my link tree, you can subscribe to that. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. And anytime I do something new or add a new link, it'll let you know. So there's to my link tree if you want to subscribe to that. A lot of big things going on in the Stockton camp. Like I said, I'm painting again. I've been doing a lot more writing. Got this. Hey, Jody Bear, how you doing? Somebody once called you creepy cowboy, but I like that. Boyer. I said your name wrong. But I haven't seen you in a long time, even on Facebook. We're good to see you. If I missed anybody, I apologize because I'm broadcasting to Facebook, Twitter, and 2 YouTube channels. So all of it's coming in. It kind of, the people on YouTube kind of stand out because they have on Facebook. But if you're watching on YouTube, I can't tell which channel you're looking on. Um, Rose, I started, I did this before. I quit smoking for 2 years. I just transitioned from cigarettes to a vape, and then I kept dialing the nicotine down. I think, hey, Kevin West. Now, there's a guy with a voice. He's a radio veteran. I think he's got 20 plus years in on the radio, and he likes my voice, so go figure. But yeah, I get this from a little convenience store here. This is called Crave. They have the Mega, which is what this is, and they have this one, which is the forget what this one's called. It's just the Crave, and this was what's backwards in my. I don't remember what flavor is in it. Red apple ice. This one's really good. This is a disposable. It has 2,500 puffs or so in it, and then you throw it away. And then the Mega, these have about 6,000 puffs, and they've got some amazing flavors. Said this is Frankenberry cereal. I don't know how they got away with that because, as far as I know, Frankenberry is a General Mills flavor. You can't really see it, but it tastes just like Frankenberry cereal. It has a little bit of nicotine in it. And yeah, the other one. And this one is called Very Berry. And it tastes just like berries. But I don't recommend that anybody start vaping. But if you do smoke, it's an excellent way to quit. And I've also got another unit. I don't know if it's in the kitchen. It's a big, what they call a mod. It's got coils, a tank, a battery. It's got all kinds of bells and whistles and settings. And you can put your own flavors in there. I like to mix my own flavors. And then you just keep dialing down the nicotine until it's just vape juice. And then you can put it down. That's how I quit before. That's how I weaned myself off cigarettes this time. But yeah, and it does cut down. I haven't had a cigarette in months. That one's almost done. But some of the flavors you can get, particularly if you like fruit flavors, and you can get like regular tobacco flavor. You can get some of the iced flavors, some of the menthol flavors and stuff. But Frankenberry, that's my favorite that I've found. There's another one that's just a juice. It's called Fruit Stripe. Tastes just like Fruit Stripe gum. Does anybody remember Fruit Stripe gum from back in the day? But you wouldn't think strawberries and milk would taste that good to vape. But if you ever had Count Chocula, Blueberry, Frankenberry, Fruit Brute, or Yummy Mummy, this is the only cereal flavor they have that I know of. But Crave Mega, MEGA. But again, if you don't vape, don't start. But if you smoke, vape. It'll help you kick it. 15 mods, 10 tanks, 30 juices. Yeah, that's I'm on the way there. But I hope to put it down. Yeah, I don't think they even make Fruit Stripe gum anymore. But remember the zebra, the multicolored zebra? There's all kinds of flavors. And that's right. Jacqueline says there is no wrong way to quit, but as long as you quit, that's the best. Whatever gets you there. Yeah, there's they make some of these actually that are refillable. This, like I said, this is disposable. You just throw it away when it's done. This one is disposable, but it's rechargeable. Comes with its own little charging cable. It's like a whole culture. You go into these vape shops and stuff, and the guys that do these, like the competition mods, they can blow out clouds and clouds of vapor. But I'm using it to quit smoking. And seriously, this costs about less than 2 packs of cigarettes. 6,000 pups. Lana Campbell Moore, how you doing? Good to see you. I'm going to go for about another 15 minutes here, so I'll give you an hour. Even though it tastes like fruits. It was just a juice. I used to get it in Portland, Cathedra, and it's just called it was called Fruit Stripe, I think. I don't know how they get away with it, but like this, it actually says Frankenberry cereal on it. But I would have thought that was a trademark at General Mills. I don't think they make that cereal all the time, but you can find it around Halloween. Last year in New Mexico, I found they had like a 3-pack. I got Blueberry, Count Chocula, and Frankenberry. They didn't have Yummy Mummies or Fruit Brute, but they had the other 3. But I think it's a seasonal thing. Walgreens tends. They had it at Walgreens in Portland when I lived there. Vape enthusiast. No, it's better than being a cigarette enthusiast. And my next thing that I'm looking forward to, Nicole's going to buy me a pipe. It looks like an actual pipe, but it's got a tank and you can put your own juice in there and vape. And I just, live in New England. I wear this kind of stuff, and I'm an author. I think I would look good with a pipe. I tried smoking a pipe when I was a much younger man, and I just looked ridiculous. So I'll put that down and haven't picked one up since. But I'd much rather do it with a vape and just use the juice. And Walgreens is one of my favorite places, Joanne. And I've come to love Dunkin' Donuts. Anywhere else I've ever lived, it was Starbucks. Bubbles, I'm not too far from Stephen King. I mean, basically anything in New England is within a day's drive or less. So he's got a house in Bangor, Maine, and I think he's got another one in, I'll say Lowell or somewhere like that. But yeah, I'll get some pictures in front of the gate at Stephen King's house when we go up there and visit. Thoughts on Giants, Jody? I believe in them. From a biblical standpoint, it talks about there was a time when there were giants in the earth. And over on the Cumberland Plateau, Middle Tennessee, where my dad's from, and I talked to the guy that this happened to. He was an old man when I was a little kid. He was in his 80s. But he and his brothers were out one day and in the woods. I mean, we're talking Fentress County, Tennessee, way back in the middle of the woods. Absolutely nothing over there. And it came up a storm, a really bad storm. And he was just a kid, like maybe 10, 12 years old. He and his brothers ducked into a bluff. They call them Indian bluffs over there. It's just a little dugout place in the side of a hill, And in there, they were looking around to see, because sometimes over there you could find arrowheads and things in the dirt under those bluffs. And they were poking around and they found a skeleton. He said it was easily between 8-10 feet tall, that had been obviously a very tall person, and it only had one eye socket in the middle of its head. And they dug it up as best they could and had planned to come back and get it. But when they got back, days later, it was gone. The hole was still there, but it was gone. So somewhere, somebody has a 10-foot tall cyclops skeleton that came out from under a bluff in Fentress County, Tennessee. But at that time, it was Ben Stockton, Tennessee, since been annexed by Jamestown. But yeah, exactly, Bubbles, the Nephilim. I believe that. Dick Johnson, how you doing? Probably did look like the guy from the Goonies. And there you go, Goliath in the Bible. Yeah, I think giants existed and maybe still do exist. Really interesting modern day take on that. Um, Google the giant of Kandahar, about a giant that was encountered by the soldiers in either Iraq or Iran, wherever Kandahar is. I don't know right off the top of my head, but check into that. That's, like I said, a modern encounter with a giant in the Middle East. Very believable story. Jody, that's not a bad idea. I may look into that. Well, I said what, 9'11"? Amazing. Nothing else. I'll have Nicole research it and we'll do a video about giants. Would you like that? We're going to be 13 past midnight's been on hiatus. We're going to be bringing that back. We've cleaned up a lot of the stuff. I live streamed every night for over a year on 13 past midnight with the ghost stories at midnight, and took a lot of those down because YouTube considered that recycled material. Oh well, that was readings that came from LibriVox.com. I'm sorry, LibriVox.org. They have volunteer narrators over there, and what they do, they rescue books out of obscurity, books that have lapsed into public domain. They record them and then release it back into the public domain. And I was taking those, I was making videos out of it with thumbnails and putting together the static image or sometimes a moving image. But according to YouTube, that was recycled material. So trying to do all original stuff over there. Maybe throw in one occasionally. But 13 past midnight is coming back. For those of you that enjoyed that, you just have some really good all-night streams over there. Also have Insomniac Radio Theater, which is mine and Nicole's joint channel. It's a little bit of everything. Narration-wise, there's some scary stuff. There's me narrating in the rain over there for several hours. We have one video that's just rain. If you want to hear, listen to the rain on a tin roof. Stuff to relax you, stuff to help you sleep, or if you are an insomniac, something to listen to. I've been a lifelong insomniac until I got married, and I've been sleeping the best lately that I've ever slept. I've slept more in the month or so that I've been here than I did in the last year. I used to get by on about 3 hours a night. Now I've been sleeping 5 or 6, sometimes more. Getting caught up. Thank you, Jody. I appreciate it. Yeah, Andrew, I tried taking things and I tried the melatonin and it would knock me flat. Same with Benadryl or anything like that. I have to be very careful what I take. I'm very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very sensitive to anything like that. Even the non-drowsy sinus meds will knock me out, but I could take Benadryl and I would sleep for 18 hours straight. And then you wake up all confused and medicine head and stuff. So it was just easier not to sleep at all. And said I'd been doing 3 hours a night since childhood. When I was a kid, I would stay up and watch TV long after my parents went to bed. Lay down, sleep for 2 or 3 hours, get up about daylight, have a cup of coffee, then go to elementary school. Yes, I drank coffee as a child. I had a teacher who was in the 7th grade, Ms. Masters, confiscate my thermos one day. I was sitting out on the playground having a cup of coffee, and she took it away from me, called my parents. They came into school, and she was like, I caught him out on the playground with a thermos full of coffee. My parents looked at each other. Yeah, so he drinks coffee? They're like, yeah, we brewed it for him. So that was just the way it was at my house. I'd get up in kindergarten, 1st grade. I'd have a cup of coffee in the mornings before I went to school. If I didn't, I was a little heathen by lunchtime. Thank you. Technicolor Rose. We do look good together. She's not camera ready. She's a little shy, but you can see her tomorrow night. We'll be together over on Lee's channel. But she's a sweetheart. So the piece of my puzzle that's always been missing. And of course, I got Mulder with me too. Hey, Amber's Pear World. I've still got your book that I need to review. Amber's got a great book. Go check out her channel too. She's got some good stories over there. Tales Told in the Dark, Cassie, go subscribe to her. Anybody else here have a channel? Let me know in the chat and we'll promote you. Be happy to promote you. Radio Vault, AJK, yes, Mulder loves it here. He's always liked women better than men. So he is Nicole's best friend. Now, you see, is he over there with you or is he's under my chair? I would see if I can get him up here. Hey, Richard G. Judy from Seattle. How you doing? I don't really worry about losing any sleep. Being a lifelong insomniac, it's been a good thing for me. I've been able to cram at least 2 lifetimes full of stuff into one. When I worked a regular job, I always worked 2 full-time jobs. I didn't need sleep, and it obviously going to hurt me or I'd have been dead years ago. I did not get to see your short films, Sam, but I will check that out. Sam, I need to order another one of your mugs. I left the other one I got from you in New Mexico, and I don't know if I'll get any of that stuff sent to me or not. But go check out Amber's Pear World. Give her, she's worthy of subscribing to. Let me see if I can coax Mulder out from under my chair here. Oh, I think it's fast asleep. Here, you have your public wants to say hi to you. Yeah, give me a kiss. He's like, no kiss for you. You woke me up. But there he is. Wave hi, Mulder. Yeah, he's none too happy right now for being disturbed. You like it here in New England? Nicole got him a snazzy new collar. I don't know if you can see that. He's got a lead that matches. And he likes to get up in the bed and get between us. Give me a kiss. I'll put you down. Give me a kiss. And no, he's not going to do it. He's a little disoriented, but he loves it here. He did okay in the desert, but he's a lot happier here in New England. I just winked at everybody. Okay, tell him bye. Good night, Jody. Hope you have a good one. And again, thank you for the congratulations. Yeah, Mulder's, he's not very excited right now, but I guess. He's like, leave me alone. He's a low guy. I've had him for, it was 8 years in June. They thought he was about a year old when I got him. So, dog years, that makes him about 64. You see yourself? I think he sees himself. Wave hi. Okay, I'm going to put him down. One more chance. Give me a kiss. Nope, he's just not going to do it tonight. There you go, buddy. Sorry I disturbed you. Anyway, I've rambled on for about an hour here. We'll let y'all go. But we will see you tomorrow night. Nicole and I will be together over on First Floor Audio with Lee G for his singer performance, live singer performance. I'll get it right here in a minute. But he'll be doing covers from some of your favorite artists, and as well as some original material. Hey, the Chairnator, how you doing, Stephen? Good to see you. How's your laryngitis? Hope you're feeling better. Callie Snyder, I don't know if I said hi to you or not. Well, Mulder, I was a fan of the X-Files. And when I first brought him home, he was a shelter rescue. They had named him Croissant, believe it or not. And I brought him home, and he wasn't even too sure about me. He was sitting out. This when I lived in Portland. I lived in the Selwood neighborhood in Portland in a Victorian cottage. And out back, there was some bamboo planted. And he was sitting out there in the bamboo kind of peeking at me. He was still trying to decide if he liked me or not. Oh, thank you, Ann. And he had I've still got the picture. His little ears he was very angular, very pointy. And I thought he looks like a little fox. I thought, Fox Mulder, Fox Mulder, Mulder. As I'd considered Spunky from Rocco's Modern Life, if anybody remembers that cartoon. I'd also considered Speck from Pee-wee's Big Adventure, R.I.P. Paul Reubens. I hate to hear that news that Paul just passed away at age 70 from cancer. Paul Reubens and his character Pee-wee Herman were always a big influence for me. I loved his movies. He brought a lot of smiles, a lot of laughter. And he was also one of my inspirations for doing stand-up comedy back in the 80s, as he started out doing stand-up and things. Sam, you like Rocco's Modern Life? I love that cartoon. But Nicole was a big Pee-wee fan too. So R.I.P. Paul Reubens, R.I.P. Pee-wee. How much you want to bet he rode that bicycle right through the gates of heaven? Right through. Yeah, the first time I saw him was on HBO back in, I want to say like 82 or 83. He had the Pee-wee Herman show. That was like his off-Broadway show that he had done in some of the comedy clubs in L.A. And then he had some just iconic appearances on the David Letterman show before he had his kids show, any of that. And even though I was an adult, I had the talking doll. I had the cherry that the doll fit in. Then I had the little play set and all the little dolls and stuff. Yeah, it was hilarious. And there'd never been anything like him. He did something totally original and just broke the mold, let's say. Mecca lecca high, Mecca hiney ho. Absolutely. Zombie. Yeah, sorry to be the bearer of bad news there, Technicolor Rose, but Paul Reubens passed away just a couple of days ago after apparently a 6-year battle with cancer, but he kept it very private. He didn't want anybody to know. But R.I.P. Pee-wee, Paul Reubens. There's a lot of good stirring tributes to him on YouTube. And we watched Pee-wee's Big Adventure again the other night. And I've got Big Top Pee-wee and what's the other Pee-wee's? I can't remember what. There was one that was like a Netflix only. Yep. Yeah, that iconic. And I can't do it as well as I used to be able to. I know you are, but what am I? Pee-wee, like I said, he was a big influence. Well, once again, everyone I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I? Yeah, let's see your hand. Yeah. But if you want to see us together, come to Lee's show tomorrow night, First Floor Audio. We'll be over there. Starts at 6 o'clock Eastern, 3 Pacific. But everybody have a good evening. Again, go check those books out. We're on Amazon. I think you'll love that series, Mysteries in the Dark. If you didn't hear the excerpt that I read, go back and listen to it. There's some great, great true stories in there. And let me just check. I'll tell you which are available. If you go to my link tree, it says Steve's new book series. Oh, wow. Okay, volume 1. My publisher's been working overtime here. Volume 1 is available. Volume 2 is available for pre-order. It comes out in 2 days. If you want to pre-order it, Kindle or paperback. Volume 3 is available for pre-order, and Volume 4 is available for pre-order. Now, on the 3 and 4, it says they'll be released on August 29th. It'll be before that. It'll be just a few days. But we've actually got more than enough stories to do an 8-book series. So it may end up being like 12 or 13. Thank you, Cassie. Bubbles, I don't know if surely Amazon takes PayPal. Do you know if Amazon takes PayPal? I don't know. But a little bit later on, I'm still talking to my publisher. I will have some signed paperbacks available, but I don't know when it's going to be. Probably not until the whole series is out. But 8 weeks at least. 7 weeks now. But if you like true paranormal stuff, I think you'll love them. But I want to bid everybody good evening, and thanks for being here with us. It's almost 11 here in New England, but we'll see you tomorrow night over on First Floor Audio live singer performance night. Lee is one of the most talented people I've ever met musically. And it's not karaoke style. He rebuilds all those tracks from scratch. I mean, the individual sounds and stuff. He's just an incredible, incredible musician and a singer-songwriter. So come over there. Nicole and I will be on camera for the whole show. And Kathita will be there too, probably. Stephen, the Chairnator. Will you be on with us tomorrow night? Stephen is a friend of Lee's from Scotland. He usually joins Lee and I on Thursday nights for Radio 1FA when Lee plays all original music. And we sort of gang up on him. Me with the even Stevens, and then he's Odd Lee, and we gang up on him. But Stephen's been having some issues with his voice, and I don't know if he's ready to come back on camera or not. But I hope to see you there tomorrow night, Stephen, if nothing else in the chat. The Charinator, go check out his channel. He does a lot of gaming type things over there. You'll enjoy it. And Kathita, put the link there. Yeah, there's Lee there. We love you too, but you better learn how to spell her name or she's going to get mad at you. Nicole. He left the L out. We'll forgive you this time. And all those are available on Kindle, or they will be. I just looked at it and I forgot. Volume 1 and Volume 2 are out and available. Well, Volume 2 will be dropping on the 6th. That's day after tomorrow. That's Sunday. Volume 1's available now in Kindle and paperback. And I didn't write the intro there on the Amazon page, but renowned author and researcher Steve Stockton brings you a spine-tingling collection of true stories, each more terrifying than the last. They took some of my words and worked it into there. Drawing from firsthand accounts provided by witnesses themselves, this gripping anthology unearths encounters with creatures and entities that lurk within the shadows of the unknown. And if you liked my other books, Strange Things in the Woods, My Strange World, and National Park Mysteries and Disappearances, you'll like this. Bigfoot, black-eyed children, cryptids, skinwalkers, demons, malevolent spirits, stuff that real people have encountered. And these aren't just little blurbs. It's in-depth, detailed descriptions of what they saw, felt, and experienced. Bubbles, you don't have to have a Kindle to read them. You can read them on any device. You get Kindle books. They make a Kindle app for phones. You can read them online. But having a Kindle is nice. I bought Nicole a Kindle. But another thing, one of my favorite things to read on is an iPad. I also got her an iPad as a wedding gift. But you're right. There's nothing like an analog book, if you will. The smell and the feel. There's nothing like an actual book. I'm going to go ahead and close it out for tonight. Thanks, everybody, for joining me on Among the Missing, 13 Past Midnight, Facebook and Twitter. But we will see you tomorrow night. Amity, Lark, Miles, thank you. We appreciate that. Did you like My Strange World? And My Strange World, that's autobiographical. Those are my personal experiences. Strange Things in the Woods is kind of like this series. That was stories that I gathered from other people. So if you love Strange Things in the Woods, you'll like this new series because it's like the same thing times 10, times 13. Actually, there's 13 stories in each volume. Good deal. Well, thanks. Oops. Thank you. Hey, Scott, how you doing? Better late than never, my friend. Scott, awesome. He's one of our favorite people. He got us a bread maker as a wedding gift. We're going to try that out tomorrow. Scott, I'm going to make banana bread, so I'm excited. I like to bake. Thanks, Dick Johnson. I appreciate it. Ann says her eyes are bad. Mine were. I had cataracts from staring at computer monitors all through the 80s. But when I had my cataract surgery a few years ago, before the pandemic, I found out I was a good fit for the intraocular lens implants, and I had that done. These are just reading glasses, magnifiers, but I have 20/20 distance vision now. I can see without glasses or contacts. For the first time in my life, I wore. They figured out I couldn't see between kindergarten and first grade, and I always had to wear Coke bottle glasses and stuff. So if you find out you're a good fit for the intraocular lens implants, I can't recommend it highly enough. It's the most incredible thing ever to wake up and be able to see, off in the distance and to see the moon up in the sky with the unaided eye. And to get up in the morning and not have to hunt for my glasses or to get out of the shower and be able to see without having my glasses fogged up or whatever. So, and so far, no ill effects. And it was, I think I had the first eye done in 2020, the second one done in 2021, just a few months later, but they only do one at a time. But it's, if you're a candidate for that surgery, get it. Beverly Hanyon, good to see you here too. Again, I don't, Ann Phillips, everybody, I think I said hi to everybody. If I missed you, it wasn't on purpose, since I'm broadcasting to two YouTube channels, Facebook and Twitter at the same time. I may have missed some people. But we will see you tomorrow night on Lee's channel, First Floor Audio. In the meantime, head over to Amazon and check out Mysteries in the Dark. Volume 1 is available in Kindle and paperback, and Volume 2 drops Sunday, and then Volume 3 and 4 are up there for pre-order. There's at least going to be 8 in this series, and there's some of my favorite true stories from other people that I've ever had the pleasure of gathering. Love it. All right, folks. Well, again, thank you for being here. I'm going to go ahead and let you go for tonight. I know I said that 15 minutes ago. But on behalf of Nicole and myself, thank you for joining us here in New England. And we'll see you tomorrow night on Lee's. I'm going to have Lee play us out here. Have a good night, everybody. God bless. Thank you for being here. Share the love. Good night, everybody.